So once again, good morning to everyone. Okay, so up to it, we can discuss the various things, various basic concepts, and various applications in the field of image processing. Okay, so as our subject is basically very interesting subject, so we have various real-time applications. So in this subject, we can study. So if we study the image acquisition, yeah, if we study any application of image processing, so that application can find out in a real-time world. Okay, so if we study the various medical applications, suppose if we are to detect a disease, so if we study this thing theoretically, how we can detect a disease, how we can develop an algorithm. Okay, so with the help of this theoretical thing, we can also implement it in a practical way, and it is quite possible by using image processing. Okay, so the basic aim or the basic idea of this subject is what are the applications that can be used in a real time, so that we have to implement by using a digital image processing. So it is not a totally imaginary subject or not a totally theoretical subject. So by using various mathematical part, we can develop the algorithm. So by using MATLAB coding, we can design certain codes. So if we study the one part of image, that is, we have to compress the image. So easily we can say that by a theoretical way, we can compress the image, it having a size of 50 MB, and we can reduce it up to the 1 MB. Okay, my speed is sufficient. Okay, so we can theoretically easily say that we can compress the image, it having a size of 50 MB, and we can reduce up to the 1 MB. But what kind of problems are faced by using MATLAB coding? How we can design a code by using a MATLAB and we can compress the image. So if we implement that thing practically, then we can identify various difficulties to implement it. Okay, so in a nowadays in a every field we can use a image processing. So as we discuss in last lecture also, so in every field, in a newspaper industry, in a satellite communication, also in a various industries, also in a various healthcare system, right? So there is a lot of applications of image processing. So basically if I to understand the mm, basics of images, yeah, what kind of operations we can perform on images. So we need to understand it's a functional diagram, so that are called as a fundamental steps in image processing. Okay, so if we deals with the images, right, so there are 10 fundamental steps. So the function of each and every step is a different. Okay, so if I have to compress the image, if I have to improve the quality of image, so for each and every purpose we have to apply the different types of algorithms. So the algorithm for image acquisition is different, algorithm for enhancement is different, algorithm for compression is different, right? So for different applications we have to apply different algorithms and different basics. Okay, so these 10 steps we have to cover in our first 5 units. Okay, so the first 5 units can cover these 10 fundamental steps. Okay, so our image processing part is completed in these first 10 steps. Okay, so first we'll discuss what is the objective of each and every step and how it can be works. Yeah, what is the necessity of these things. Okay, so the first step is a image acquisition. Okay, so we'll go with a one by one step. So the image acquisition, so as we discussed in earlier lecture, the basic objective of image acquisition means the process of capture or the process of acquire the image is called as image acquisition. म्हणजे जे आपण इमेज कॅमेराने कॅप्चर करतो, आता इमेज डोळ्याने कॅप्चर करणं इज डिफरंट and image camera capture करना is different. So if we have to bring the image in a real time world, then we have to use the image acquisition technique. And in image acquisition technique, we can capture the image by using the camera, and we can bring it in a real time plane. Okay, so the image acquisition, nothing but the process of acquiring or the process of capturing the image is called as a image acquisition. Now the question is how the image can be formed. The image कशी तयार होते? So in order to form the image, we require the incident light, or we require the source of energy. So we can call as a illumination part. So here the incident light, it may be from the incident light, it may be from a sun, it may be a natural or it may be a artificial. Okay, so if we capture the image with the help of our eyes, then the light will be a sunlight, it is a natural light. But if we have to capture the image by using a camera, then we require a artificial light. So the camera, the focus of camera acts as a artificial light. So by using a digital camera, first we can focus the light on that object. So here also we can recognize there is a one illumination source, right? So it acts as a incident light, and that incident light is fall on a one object. Okay, so that object can reflect the light, and it can store that reflected light in the internal part of camera, that is the imaging system. So by using this imaging system, the camera can reflect the same object on its internal plane. So always the images can be represented with two orientation, that is a vertical orientation and horizontal orientation. So in order to acquire the image, we require the incident light. So by using this imaging system, we can represent the image in a two orientation, that is a vertical orientation and horizontal orientation. And as we discuss the various hardware components, so by using a printer, so printer is a hardware component. So we can first generate the soft copy of that image, and by using the uh, hardware device, we can print that image. So our photocopy is a hardware uh, image. So by using a camera, by using an image acquisition, it is possible to bring the image into a real-time world. Okay, it is clear. समजतंय का सगळ्यांना? Yes. Yes. Anyone give me a response?
Yes, sir.
If you have any doubt, let me know. Okay. Okay. So the second part is a image enhancement. Okay. So everyone focus on these fundamental steps. So we have first 5 chapters. So first understand the function of each and every block, and then we go for in every chapter we'll go with its details. So the second part is the image enhancement. So what is the image enhancement? How we can enhance the image? What is the purpose of image enhancement? Okay, so here we can observe the two images. So the two images are same object. So the first image, the object is blur. We cannot observe the object properly. So it is a black and white image. Let it be. Okay. So if we have to observe the object properly, then we have to remove the various types of noises. Now, how to remove the noise? So in our electronic subject also, so you have to remove the various types of noise. So the noise can be reduced by using a various types of filters, right? So we can study different types of filter: high pass filter, low pass filter, band pass filter, right? In electronics also, in a digital signal processing also. Okay. So in a similar way, if we have to remove the various types of noises from the image, then we have to apply the various filters. So the purpose of filter is it can remove the unwanted noises from the image. So if the noise is removed, then we can observe the object or the image clearly. So the purpose of image enhancement is it can remove the various noises and the image will be look like a clear. So if we compare the two images, so the first image is not visualized properly, and if we apply various image enhancement algorithms, the image will be a look likes better as compared to first one. So it is a objective of image enhancement. But remember it, if we observe the if we apply the image enhancement technique, then the total part of image can be improved, or total part of image can be enhanced. Okay, so it is a function of image enhancement. So the simply image enhancement, it can improve the quality of image. Okay. Okay. So third one is a image restoration. Now, what is the difference between image enhancement and image restoration? Right. So again, we can observe the two images, and on first image we can apply the image restoration. Now, if we observe the first image carefully, so we cannot identify the object properly, right? Now we have to improve the appearance of image, या appearance of the object. जो काही आपल्याला object visualize करायचं properly. So that object we have to uh, visualize by using image restoration. So the basic purpose of image restoration is that it can improve the appearance of image, या appearance of object. मग जो काही object तिथं unvisible आहे, ठीक आहे. So by using image restoration we can observe that object properly, right? So here are the image, and by simply comparing the two types of image we can easily identify the function of image restoration. Clear? Okay, so the idea of image restoration is clear. So the purpose of image restoration is it can improve the appearance of object or appearance of image. Okay, so the fourth block is a color image processing. Okay, so by using color images, so as we compare the black and white image or grayscale image, so if we observe the color image, so we can get, we can extract more information from the color image. So how we can define color image, what are the different models of color image, so that we have to study in unit number 1. Okay, so as we also discussed in a last lecture, a single color image consists of 16 million colors, and nearby 16 million colors. Okay, so how it consists of 16 million colors, how we can calculate how many colors are present in that. Okay, so that thing also we can discuss in a last lecture. So that is a formula is a 2 raised to power n. So depending on the number of bits present in an image, we can easily identify how many shades of color are present in our images. Okay, so next is a wavelets and multi-resolution processing. Okay, so the basic aim of wavelet or multi-resolution process is that we can represent the image in a various angles. Okay, so we can, if we have to divide the image, if we have to represent the image in a particular orientation, in a particular angle, it may be a 30-degree, 45-degree, 60-degree. We have to rotate clockwise, anti-clockwise, flip vertical, flip horizontal. Okay, so this kind of operation we can easily uh, available in our paint also. So we can tilt it, rotate it, right? So that is possible by using a wavelets. So the wavelets and multi-resolution processing can represent the image in a various angles. Okay. Okay. So the next block is an image compression. So here also we can represent the two images. So first one is the original image and second one is a compressed image. So if we observe these two images carefully, we cannot uh, visualize any difference in between the two images. So both images are same. So as we compress the image, जर आपण एखाद्या इमेजची साईज कमी केली, so there is a no change in image. ठीक आहे, मग चेंज कशामध्ये होतो? सो द बेसिक चेंज, the only change in its storing capacity. So it cannot affect the quality of image. So if I have to compress the image, it having a storage size of 100 MB and we have to bring it up to the 5 MB. So but the condition is without degraded the quality of image. ठीक आहे, जर का एखादा आपण इमेज पेंट मध्ये जर इमेजची साईज कमी केली, सो वी कॅनॉट, जर आपल्याला तिथं दिसतं की देर इज अ सम ब्लरनेस इन द इमेज, मग सो युजिंग दिस वी कॅनॉट maintain the quality of original image. So there are the two things. So first thing is we have to compress the image, and second thing we have to maintain the original quality of the image. So by using the image compression, we can also compress the image and we can also maintain the quality of image. So there is no difference between original image and compressed image. So the basic difference is only in the its storing capacity. So the purpose of image compression is that we have to minimize the storing capacity of the images. Okay. So the next operation is the morphological processing. Okay. So it is a morphology and what is a morphological processing. Okay. So for that we have to study a different chapter also. So this part I think we have to cover in a fourth lecture, morphological processing and segmentation. Now what is a morphology? So we can deal with the various types of images. So image having a various internal part also and external part also. So if we observe the image, so it having a various shapes, we can represent image in a various cones, various shapes. It may be rectangular, right? So what are the various external part? So that part we can represent with a morphological processing. And what are the internal parts? So internal part may be a structure of image. So that is called, we can call as a texture. What is the shape? Sorry, what is the color? Right? So that are the internal parts of the image. So what are the internal part and what are the external parts that can be represented with the morphological processing. So here we can take the example of our thumb. Okay. So in this case, the external part is a shape of thumb, right? The internal part is a structure of thumb. The structure म्हणजे काय की त्याचा पॅटर्न कसा आहे. So that is called as texture. So the texture is the internal part and what are the shape of that thumb is the external part. So the internal and external processing is done by the morphological processing. Okay. So next thing is a segmentation. Okay. So the basically the aim of segmentation is we can divide the original image into the n number of parts. So if we have to divide the image, so there is a one image and that one image we have to divide into the 100 parts or 1,000 parts. So that is possible by using a image segmentation. So the segmentation can helpful to divide the original image into the small number of parts. Okay. So it is a function of image segmentation. Okay. So next one is a image representation and description. Okay. So these are the two different words. One is a image representation and another is a image description. Okay. So if we observe this graph, okay, so in this graph we observe the various types of dots, right? So these dot we can call as a pixels. Okay, so if we have to represent the image, right? So there is a one, if we observe the first part, so it can represent the boundary of that image. So what are the boundaries of pixel? म्हणजे काही outer part आहेत. So that outer part can be represented with the pixels, and we can represent image in a proper format. म्हणजे काही outer part आहे. So the outer part can be represented with the various types of pixels. And the image third and fourth, it having a various connectivity, how the pixel can be connected to each other, what is the distance between two pixel, how we can calculate the distance between two pixel. So that part come under in the image representation. Means we have a one face image, and we have to calculate the distance between two eyes. Okay, so how we can calculate the distance between two eyes? Okay, so for that purpose we have to consider various connectivity of pixels and various distance matrix. Okay, so that part also we have to study in a first unit. The second is a image description. Okay, so it is an image description. So simply the process of label the image, or the process of giving name to the image, that is called as a image description. So consider, so this is a block diagram of fundamental step in image processing. So we can show the block diagram, and in above block diagram we can represent the name, that is a fundamental steps in digital image processing, right? So it is called as a image description. So the process of providing label, or the process of providing name to the image, is called as a image description. And the last block is a object recognition, right? So it is a object recognition. So if we consider the one application, okay, so we can consider this slide. So in this slide some tools are there, some object is there. So the हे tool काय आहे, so हे how we can identify it. So we can consider the various pixels and various, so if the object is in at one place, so it is not in moving position, so we can identify it. So if the object is in uh, moving position, so that we can call as a target detection. So if there is a so application of target recognition is found in a military application. So if the object is in moving position, so by using a radar technique we can detect the object. So in our military applications also we can find out the application of image processing. So if someone attacks our country, right? So that missile, how we can detect the speed of that missile, in what period it can be reached up to that particular place, and how we can destroy it. So by using the target recognition technique we can easily identify, we can easily track the speed of that missile, and we can easily destroy it. Okay, clear? Okay, so now everyone clear with these 10 blocks? Anyone have any doubts? Okay, so I'll also provide the notes. So again, go through it. So again, if you have any difficulty, then we'll discuss. Okay, so in these 10 fundamental steps, so we can sometime we can deal with a total image, and sometime we can deal with a some part of image. So there is a difference between images. So if we have to deal with a total part of the image, म्हणजे आपल्याला if we have to acquire the total part, so for that we have a first 6 operations, that is a acquisition, enhancement, restoration, a color image restoration, wavelet, and morphological processing. So in that case, the output of the this sixth step is a digital image, that is we can represent in a ones and zeros, so that is called as a digital image. Now again, what is a digital image, how we can represent the digital image, right? So there is a one standard procedure to represent the digital image. Okay, so that we have to also study in our upcoming lectures. Okay, and if we have to deal with a specific parameters, जर आपल्याला by ignoring by does not considering the total part of image, we have to consider the some part of image. आपल्या image मधला काही part consider करायचा आहे. So if we have to consider various attributes, so we can call as a attribute. Now it is an attribute. So if we have to consider the color image, so in our color image, the shape or the size, the structure, right? So these are the then color, these are the attributes of the image. So if we have to consider the various parameters of the image, then we can use the morphological processing, segmentation, representation, and recognition. Okay, so there is a two thing. One is we have to deal with a total image, and second thing is we have to deal with a specific part of the image. So if we have to implement a one biometric system, okay, so in that biometric system we can consider the external part of the image. Yeah, if we scan our thumb, so we can print the texture of thumb. It consists of external part as a shape and internal part as a structure of that thumb. So for that we have to use the morphological processing, means we have to consider the attributes of the image, right? Okay, so these are the explanation of image acquisition. So as we discussed, in order to capture the image, we require a source of light. So that is called as a illumination object. Okay, so again, we can take a more example of image enhancement. So we can take the two images, and on that two images, we can apply the image enhancement. So if we observe the first image, so as we compare the first image and second image, so in second image we cannot observe the door properly. So why? Because there is a lack of contrast. So here also we can mention in the door image there is a lack of contrast. So by using enhancement, so we can enhance the overall quality at the total image. So if we observe the first image, so after applying image enhancement, we can observe the image properly. Okay, so in second image also, so in first image there is a lack of contrast, and in second example there is a some blurriness in the image. Okay, आता पहिल्या इमेज मध्ये काय due to lack of contrast we can does not visualize image properly, but in second image due to the blurriness we cannot observe the image properly. So by using image enhancement we can remove the blur. The blur म्हणजे काय? So it is a type of noise also. So what are the noise, then what are the different types of noises, what are the mathematical equations from noises. Okay, so that we have to study in a unit number 5. Okay, so I will give one example of noise. So if we observe the any image, तर तुम्ही एखादा camera and photo घेतला आणि we can take the hard copy of that thing. So on that thing we observe various dots. कधी पाहिलेत का तुम्ही? Have you observed on a photocopy of camera, yeah, on our passport size of photo there is small number of dots, छोटे dots असतात. Have you observed it? Yes or no? Hello? Have you observed it? A small number of dots present on images. आपला फोटो असतो किंवा if you observe any photos. Okay, so if we observe small dots on an image, it may be a black and white image or it may be a color image. So if there are the small dots on the image that is called as noise, and that noise named as a salt and pepper noise. Okay, so this is salt and pepper noise, how we can avoid it. So that we have to study in a unit number 5. Okay, so again we'll take a two example of image restoration. So the basic purpose of image restoration is that it can improve the appearance of image. So here also we have two images. So in image 1 and image 2 there is a motion blur. Okay, so there is a some blurriness in the image. So if we have to improve the appearance of image, so by using image restoration we can improve the appearance of image. So we can easily identify the difference between two images. Clear? Right? Okay. So again, here are the various explanation of color image processing, wavelets. What is a wavelet? What is a compression? So the image compression means how we can compress the image and how we can store it. Then morphological processing, the segmentation. So the purpose of segmentation also we can discuss in a block diagram. So by using a segmentation, we can subdivide image into a various small parts or various small objects. Right? So then the image representation and description. So simply the description means we have to we can provide a label to the image. So that is called as image description, and how we can represent the image, that is called as a image representation. And the last block is a recognition. Okay. Okay. So now everyone clear the fundamental steps in image processing. Okay, so if you have any doubts, okay, so if we understand the function of each and every block, then we can get the ideas of this thing, and we can easily study the, if we know the object of this thing, right? So it is easy to study it. Okay, so anyone have any doubt? Hello. Okay, so this speed is sufficient. 1000 फास्ट होता है.
Speed is sufficient, sir.
Okay. Okay, so today we'll stop here. Okay, wait 2 minutes. I'll take the attendance, and then we can left. Okay, so wait 2 minutes. I'll take the attendance. I'll first stop the recording.